it starts at midnight. It starts when everybody's sleeping. It starts in my kitchen stroke, living room stroke, MPC room. So my MPC is adjacent to my fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Making music is cathartic for me.
These are more than just words, cause you're more than a rapper, this is more than a verse. Can't believe you won't be physically walking this earth, but you're a perfect definition of what spirit is worth. You've never sold it, you should get what you truly deserve. Rest in power, big brother, you're too good for this world. One of the realest MCs that I've ever heard. For every line I shed a tear because it's touching a nerve. You was the first British rapper that I saw and observed. The way you control the crowd, I had to watch and I learned. The jazz cafe always sold out when it was your turn. Marijuana lovers love you and you don't even burn. Playing with fire was the record that we made, that's the first. Then we made Playing with fire was the record that we made, that's the first. Then we made a couple more in exchange of a verse. Playing with fire was the record that we made, that's the first. Then we made a couple more in exchange of a verse. I made reflection, you made eyes open. And now they're watching me, I think it's time that I showed them who's the real ones. Salute the real ones. You know the real ones. Let's toast to all the real ones. Who's the real ones? Salute the real ones. You know the real ones. Let's toast to all the real ones. Your messages are timeless, you always come with the truth. So TY means 20 young gun salute. Elders told me to listen to you when I was a youth. Imagine that growing up, then we happened to make tunes. You brought me on stage with you and told the world I was the future for hip-hop. So for you, I'd never give up. On the mission to see my people live up. Let's celebrate life, it's guaranteed your name will live on. I really got ratings for you as a producer. You really know music before it was all on computers. And we planned something special for the fans, but this isn't for me, so my condolences to your fam. I couldn't just make a tweet, it felt cheap, cause to me you're an icon on these UK streets. And your love for the culture's very deep, so you'd always be alive through the realest MCs. Could use a real one. Salute the real ones. You know the real ones. Let's toast to all the real ones. Who's the real ones? Salute the real ones. You know the real ones. Ty, he's a real one. Give some flowers out to my sisters and fellas while we can smell them, the real ones. Rodney P, he's a real one. Q-Rock, he's a real one. Black Twang, he's a real one. Skinny Man, he's a real one. MCD, he's a real one. Peshki, he's a real one. Teddy Ted, he's a real one. Semtex, he's a real one. Million Dan, he's a real one. Rasquam, he's a real one. Shawnee B, he's a real one. Shorty Blitz, he's a real one. My brother Swiss, he's a real one. Low Key, he's a real one. Akala, he's a real one. Wiley, he's a real one. Dizzy Rascal, he's a real one. Shotty Horror, he's a real one. Crazy T, he's a real one. Sway, he's a real one. Asher D, he's a real one. Mega, he's a real one. Lisa Mafia's a real one. C1, he's a real one. Young Spray, he's a real one. GT, he's a real one. Carl D, he's a real one. Maxwell D, he's a real one. My brother Kodge, he's a real one. Billy Bootleg, he's a real one. Miss Dynamite, she's a real one. Shiesty, she's a real one. Lioness, she's a real one. Watusi, he's a real one. Magical, he's a real one. Uncle Niles, he's a real one. My Uncle Paul, he's a real one. Flo, he's a real one. My brother Trell, he's a real one. Black the Ripper, real one. The Explicit, he's a real one. Canades, he's a real one. Jason Dobbo, he's a real one. MS1, he's a real one. DP, he's a real one. Delta Force, he's a real one. Michael Parkinson, he's a real one. Joker Star, he's a real one. Jazz T, he's a real one. And we know many more real ones. So let's toast to all the real ones.